Hello everyone, and we are very excited to release the 1.4 version of uFrame. There's been a lot of optimizations as well as some awesome new features we think you're really going to love. But moving from 1.28 to 1.4, there's a small process for upgrading your project, and we really try to do things that don't break anything. But in this case, there is going to be a small upgrade process. So in 1.4, we've actually taken the responsibility of you having to really work with your bindings in the inspector and moved it more into the diagram. This means you don't have to worry about these checkboxes being checked and having to constantly move back and forth with your diagram and the inspector to make something work. Now you simply just click the add button for the bindings, and you can add bindings directly here, and it's all wired up and ready to go. So by default, it checks each of your bindings on. And what it does is uses reflection to see which bindings you've actually got overridden in your project. So in 1.28, all of the bindings were implemented automatically. So whenever you load your project for the first time, you're going to end up seeing every single binding on each view. So in order to correct this, all we have to do is go to each view and pick the bindings that we want. And if there's bindings there that shouldn't be there, we just need to remove them. This will do a lot of cleanup of the underlying code as well. I'm going to pull the hierarchy over here, clean up my window a little bit. So let's remove enemies added, enemies removed, create enemies view, let's remove the state changed, current player changed. Actually, we might need to keep that. I'm going to open up the view and just see what I actually have implemented. And I'm going to go move. So we want to keep the wave kills changed, the current wave changed, kills to next wave changed. So it looks like we don't have anything for score, and I believe we don't have anything for kills. So let's remove that guy. Now when we save and compile, now all of our bindings are cleaned up to what we're actually using in this view. One other thing to note is on other views, if you remember, uFrame generates default implementation for view model properties and view model collections. So to keep this default functionality there, you're probably not going to have a implementation for some of these, but you may want to keep them so it doesn't break what you currently have. So for instance, say in our waves game view we have enemies that spawn on the collection. We want to make sure this create enemies view stays there and we don't delete it, regardless of whether we've overridden the method or not. So remember, this is just view model collections and view model properties. And once you do this, I think you'll be ready to go. Thanks for watching.